Okay, guys. Well, we are back breaking ships. So let's go ahead and get right into today's shift. Okay, reminder, minimum payments due. Okay, so check this out. Oh, no, it didn't actually say. Okay, usually it would say it gives you a list of the fees that were accrued that day, but I guess we haven't actually started that yet. All right, so we're going to start the shift. Let's start with the Cunningham Mark 9. And what have we got? We've got flames to deal with and explosive hazards. Actually, you know what? I guess that's the only one we can pick. All right, we'll go with it. We will claim this ship.
Hi, hold up a second there, Cutter.
Okay.
Because you've increased your rank, we're gonna give you the next greatest ship. Now this one will be full of machinery, electronics, furniture, all stuff that Lynx can collect and resell.
Okay.
You're gonna want to toss those items on the barge.
And there's the barge.
The big green thing below you. Go ahead and have a look. Toss any valuable objects or components down there. Now don't worry about breaking anything. There's a dampening field that'll catch everything. It works great most of the time. Let's give it a go.
All right. So basically what this boils down to is we have a third place in which to toss stuff. We've got our recycling right there, which is the furnace. We've got our processor right there. And then we've got the barge. So notice right in the center of the screen, it says processor in blue. That refers to the piece that I'm pointing at. That piece, whatever I'm pointing at right now, needs to go in the processor. And anything else, it'll tell you where it goes. So that's a really good thing. Like right here, this hatch right here, for example. I think this goes in, it turns green and says barge, right? So can you see that? So this piece right here goes in the barge. So we can actually get started right on that if we want. So let's go ahead and do a thing. And notice it's got, remember I talked about how the little cut points could be, they could be different shapes and sizes. Here's an example. These don't look quite like the cut points, but because of their coloration and with the hazard markings and everything, that's like a hint to you that, yeah, you can cut this. So let's go ahead and cut it. And I think it's just, I think these are hinges, and it's on this side, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, are there any on the other side? No, there are not. All right, cool. So yeah, you're gonna find there are things on the ship that can be salvaged, and this is good. Okay, so go to there. Nope, not there. Go to here. Yep, you just pull it right off. And in this case, you just shoot it straight down into the green frame. And there you go. And it'll sail in there. There you go. You get credit for it.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Now let's take a look inside for a second. See what we've done. Look at all this garbage that's floating around in there. A lot of that can be salvaged, like right there, this container, it says soft crate. But it goes into the barge, so what we can do, hit it, reel it in. By the way, you don't want to reel things in too hard. You will actually crack your helmet. You can do that. Okay, and let's F it in there. Let's F it from behind.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Yep, even as I said that, I'm like, oh yeah, just F it. Because you hit F to throw things, and you got to push it. So yeah, you're effing it from behind. So anyway, so there you go. So if we take a closer look inside, what have we got here? Okay, like this fuel tank. Now what you will see, if I hit it with the tractor beam here, what do we call it? The grappling tool. You got to hit it for a certain amount of time to disengage it from the wall. Some things can be disengaged, like you're going to see like a little bar graph. Let's see, will this do it? Yep, you see the bar graph right in the center? That tells you how close you are from disconnecting it. And this is a fuel tank, which means it's It's worth some money, but it's also dangerous if you accidentally explode it with a cutting tool. Gotta be really careful what you cut.
Salvage secured.
I was thinking about it.
Deposited.
It's kind of funny when you listen to the intro to this and you have that, like, it's a little girl or something saying a prayer, you know, to keep her daddy safe. But then at the very end of the prayer, it says something along the lines of, you know, if he and death meet, then bless the next cutter who takes his seat. So it's like, if he dies, you know, just, okay, whatever, but keep the work going. the whole motif was pretty funny.
Nice work. Got that pretty quickly. Now let me teach you about the kiosk. Once the training wheels come off, Link's regulations mean you gotta cover your own oxygen and fuel costs. That's the way things go. Turning it on now. Now, no need to panic. They'll last you a good while. But if you end up running out, you gotta go top up at the kiosk over there. Let's have a look.
It's right over here. And you notice the bars at the bottom that say health, suit, fuel, and O2. You remember I said you can choose an open shift and you can choose whether or not O2 is depleted over time? Well, in this one, this is a standard shift, so O2 will be depleted. So we're gonna come over here, and this is where we would buy it. It says F, activate the terminal.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
And then you'd go to oxygen, hit that, and then you're good to go. But let's back out, and then there's also fuel, and there's repair kits for your...
Good stuff, Cutter. Pretty easy, right? Alright, I'll leave you to it. We'll chat again when you hit the next rank. Weaver out.
Okay. And also, one thing I didn't exactly cover with the ship, with salvaging the ship, is you notice that bar has 1, 2, 3 interval markings on it. It says number 1, number 2, number 3. It's kind of like, you know, you play games on your cell phone, and the one that sticks out in my mind is cat physics, where you can earn 1, 2, or 3 stars based on how well you execute whatever it is they're asking you to do. Well, that's the same thing here. So they're basically 3 goals to meet. You know, beginner, intermediate, and advanced, I guess you could call them. And the better you do. Okay, see, if I use this cutter, I might accidentally cut the windshield, so I'm not gonna use that cutter. So I'll use the stinger, as he calls it. Okay, and but anyway, that's generally you want to keep salvaging the ship until you complete it to the highest goal there, which is number 3. You can go past it if you want, but kind of like something Bored Bob and I were discussing is that if you don't want to spend too much time on a particular ship, then don't waste too much time trying to salvage the last little bits. You'll waste a lot of time. All right, so let's give the grappling tool. Can I pull this off? Or no? Nope, still attached. Okay. Yep, notice the O2 is dropping, and it drops by a lot. It's really kind of sucky. And like I said, sometimes you can salvage oxygen in the tool. What is this thing right here? Oh, look at that. It's a fuel tank. So don't just throw this away. Use your grappling tool and pull it off. And salvage it. It's worth some money. But this thing here...
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Are we still attached somewhere? Where are we still attached? We must be attached. Okay, this thing is detached. Right? This goes in the processor.
Valuable object processed.
We must still be attached somewhere. Oops. Nope, no, we're good. We're good. It just weighs 500 kilograms, so... Oh, we haven't gotten to tethers yet, have we? Well, when we do that, things are going to get a little bit interesting as well. Okay, can we pull this thing here off? No, we cannot. Okay, well let's actually continue to gut the inside. Oh, this thing right here. Just, you gotta check everything. Looks benign. But it is not. Okay, so hit it with the grapple, pulls it right off. It's just an antenna. And there's 2 of them, I think, on this one. On this ship. Yep, there's another one.
Secured. Credits deposited.
And these engine nacelles. Also, you can get rid of them. Says, put them in the barge. Okay, what have we got back? Oh, we got another antenna.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Okay, look at the O2. It is dropping by a lot. Okay, this we should be able to do. There we go. And then don't forget to... Can we actually open this?
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay, let's see if there's any chance if there's an oxygen tank that we can pull from in here. That's a bottle. It doesn't look that way.
Hey, Conan, I need you to head back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2.
Yeah. Now see, this is going to cost you money. Every time you go get oxygen, it costs you money.
Welcome to Vendatron 9.
There we go. And we're fueled.
Oxygen level stabilizing.
Okay. It's going to get annoying as hell. And that's why, for relaxation purposes, I've got another shift going offline where you don't have to keep refilling your oxygen. It's ridiculous. It's just kind of a way to pull you away from the work. And eventually, they're going to limit your shift time. Like, you can only spend so many minutes per shift. Which means that whatever work you do on your ship, you had better make sure that you use that time wisely, because each shift, which is going to be limited to like 15 minutes, each shift is going to cost you $500,000. So, you've got to be careful on how much time you use doing your shift. Okay. Boom. Okay, 1. Grappling. F that. Okay, now is there a fuel tank in here? No, there is not. Okay.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Okay, let's see. Sometimes there's a fuel tank in here. I don't think I can pull that out through the hole. Let's see if we can drop the bottom out of it. Let's do that. Oops, hang on. Let's see if we can drop the bottom out of the ship. Let's spend the next
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
oxygen tank doing that. So, set it to this. There's a fuel tank right there, so I'm going to be very cautious about what I shoot with this. So let's see if we can remove the bottom of the ship so we can get access to it that way. Yep, I can already see it moving. And let's see if we can get this other side right here as well. Did we get it already? Nope, missed one. Okay, now this one. Okay, now can we do this without hitting that fuel tank? You can see the fuel tank in there. You gotta be really careful that you don't cook anything. Okay, what else? Now this one here, we're gonna have to use caution. Okay, this goes in the furnace? Does it? Does this whole thing go in the furnace? Oh, except that. That does not go in the furnace. Can we pull that off? No, we can't. So we're gonna have to cut that off somehow. That's interesting. Okay, so this is where we're gonna have to cut that piece right there, I guess? Nope, can't cut that piece. Maybe right there? There's that one. Look at the depth on that. You can actually see there's like a depth to that piece. You can see little components in there. That's kind of wild. You might have a hard time seeing it on YouTube, but you can certainly see it here. All right, that leaves this piece right here, and there's some furnace-y pieces.
Make your way back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your own.
Oh, God bless America.
You ain't your coder. Trust me on this one. Weaver out.
I'm telling you, annoying as hell. Okay.
Oxygen level stabilizing.
Fuel, we're still good. We're still good for fuel, so we'll let that be. Now let's see if we can cut the end off this ship so we can get access to the side compartments. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. We got that piece removed. Where are they? Oh, right up here. Right up here. Because I want to get these fuel tanks out of here safely. But we got to figure out exactly how we're going to do that. Actually, we might be able to yank them out. Okay, let's see if... Okay, very carefully, let's see if we can cook this. Because what you don't want to happen is, if once it's cooked, you don't want the beam to continue on and hit that fuel tank. Let's see if we can withdraw it. Can we do this? Oh, yes, we can. Oh, awesome. Okay, that's excellent. That means we can, we don't have to cut anything special to get it out of there. Okay, that's one.
Salvage secured.
Okay, this
Account credit
piece
applied.
should come out, but let's see, can these things be removed? No, they can't. Okay. It's heavy. And then we can pull this fuel tank out.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Okay, so we've achieved level 1, the beginner level of the goals you can see at the top. I call it that just because there's 3 levels. It doesn't actually say beginner, intermediate, advanced, but
Salvage deposit accepted.
think 1 star, 2 star, 3 stars when you're playing one of those mobile apps, you know? Like Angry Birds or something. Didn't Angry Birds used to do that? Didn't it have a system of 1, 2, and 3 stars, depending on how well you did?
Deposited.
If you could destroy it with as few birds as possible. So you gotta be careful.
Salvage secured.
If you want to salvage as much as you can, look for things that just look out like this right here. You would never think of that as something to be salvageable. It says right there, it goes into the barge, and it's a light fixture. Now that might be getting caught up in the minutia,
Salvage deposit
things that are just going to waste your time when you don't get much for it, but it's something to think about. Okay, I see another fuel tank.
account credit applied.
Oops. Dadgummit, come on, shoot. Alright, now this right here,
Salvage secured.
I don't think it matters what you do with those. I don't think they matter, but what does matter is what we do with this big thing right here. And that can go into there. Oh, I'm missing my tethers right now. Yeah, don't feed yourself into the processor, by the way. That's against the rules. It will also kill you, by the way. So having done that, we get access to these sides. Watch out, fuel tank right there, so be careful. So the question is, can we actually get that thing out? Okay, so now we got to get more oxygen, but first we got to... Oh, come on. Get in the hole. I'm not a pool player. Okay, let's go get some oxygen. We're gonna be in trouble if we don't. Okay, we'll be okay. 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 There we go.
Oxygen level stabilizing.
Told ya. We got some fuel while we're at it too. Alright, let's see if we can start gutting this ship. Okay, like this right here. Okay, there's a light right there. Let's get rid of that. Get in there. Alright, let's see if we can get the second one. Okay. That'll be in there shortly. Let's get rid of this fuel tank. Okay, now we can kind of go to town with the cutter a little bit. Okay, get in there. Okay, we've got this shield on the side. Let's see if we can disconnect this shield. Which I think we can. Okay, we've gotten to level 2. Oh, right, I forgot about that. This thing actually falls apart. Okay, let's check this thing for lights. Oh, looks like it's clean. Even if it wasn't, I mean, a light's about, I don't know, 1,600 bucks. You're probably gonna get several tens of thousands for this. So let's see. What is it? What does it come to? 15,000. So you would have lost 10% because you would have been charged for the light. That's not terrible. Okay, so we could pull that out because I think we disconnected that. All right, let's take another look around. Now these lights right here are actually salvageable. Let's see how much they actually give us. I don't think it's much though. Doesn't say. If that's the case, I'm not going to worry too much about them then. These switches, they get salvaged. 24,000. Doesn't look like much, but it's 24,000 credits.
Reminder, asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage products.
Gotta love this company you're working for. They're great.
Welcome to Vindatron 9.
Ugh.
Thank you for your
Oxygen level stabilizing.
Annoying as hell. Okay, let's pull these panels off while the frame is still attached to the ship. Can we do that?
Full object process.
Can that be? Oh, there we go. Okay, that can be lifted. Excellent. All right, so let's see if we can strip down this side of it. Any fuel tanks in here? Oh, but we've got the airlock. Got it. We want to be careful not to destroy the airlock, which you can do with this tool. So that's why you want to switch to the Stinger. I have destroyed that airlock a number of times. Okay, both of these should be free now. Okay, the airlock actually goes down into the barge. So send it down there while we send this thing into the processor.
Salvage secured. Credit.
I guess so far I've been fortunate, knock on wood, but I haven't actually salvaged anything yet. That'll come. It'll happen.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Oh, look at these crates in here. Alright. You're stuck, ain't you? Alright. So be it. Oh, come back here, crate. Come back here, crate. Okay. Yep, there's a crate still attached. I need to dislodge it. It might be worth something. Yeah, $18,000. All right, there was another crate. Where did it go? There were 2 crates, right? Where the hell did it go? Okay, where did it go? I'm just taking a look and see if I can spot it, but oh, there it is right there. That's it, isn't it? Yep, that's it. I'm like, I know it's around here somewhere. Alright, well, looks like I'm gonna have to go. Freaking O2, man. It's like they want us to breathe and stuff. And not just breathe, but make our quota. Because God forbid we die and don't make our quota.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Alright, let's take a look and see exactly what's left here. Okay, this goes in the processor. Okay, we've reached salvage goal 3. Okay, and I think we'll call it at that, but let's get some of these big chunks done away with. This, oh, this goes in the processor, doesn't it? No, that goes in the furnace. Furnace? What goes in the processor then? Oh, that bar right there. Nah. Oh, this does. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Basically, I just want to cut these up into manageable pieces so we can throw them where they belong. Okay, we're gonna get our first losses right here. Notice that bar isn't red. It's about to have some red on it. Okay, maybe not there. This one will get some red on it. Yep. Alright, can this be moved? Is this disconnected now? I don't think it is. It should be. This thing should be disconnected, but you know what? Let's take a look in the cockpit. We're gonna find some stuff in the cockpit that can be salvaged. Ooh, actually that light can be salvaged. Okay, there's that. That takes care of the windshield, but there's usually some components in here like the pilot seats. And the computer terminals are worth a lot of money. If there's a computer terminal in here, we want to get it. It's worth a lot of money.
Your oxygen reserves are low.
Of course they are.
Note that excess carbon dioxide can cause salvage secured. Account credit applied. Critical. Please contact your plan administrator to add asphyxiation.
Alright, so let's see if there's anything interesting in this before we toss it. I think there's one more storage bin, which is worth some money. And then we could probably just toss this. Alright, there's a lot of assorted stuff on both this and this frame. But we're gonna see if we can just toss this to get this stuff out of our bay. We're gonna just toss the whole cockpit, and then we're gonna cut up this frame and toss the whole thing. Yes, there will be losses, but not that much. Okay, shift over. We got a good portion of the ship salvage, so let's see how much they're going to give us for the whole salvage. And it looks like we're going to rank up, which means we're probably going to get access to tethers.
Oxygen reserves are low.
No shit. Okay, $1.7 million for the whole thing. Not too shabby. Doesn't say how long it took us. That is something I would actually like to know.
New certification level has been achieved.
All right.
License level increased.
So I think that's actually going to give us access to tethers. Oh, this tells you what new ships we have access to.
Message. Some people dream of great salvage, while other
Okay,
people
hazard
get up
level
every
2,
morning and
exposed to
make it happen.
hazards. Okay, if you have, you may begin to encounter fire hazards in the form of fuel or flaming objects. We've already encountered that. Okay, this is a new ship we could break down, which we already did, interestingly enough. Okay, you are now qualified to handle electrical hazards. Okay, yes, we will end up finding those. Another interesting ship. I think this is actually new to the game. Yes, we'll continue. Now look at this. See that? Those are all the fees. Interest, Bailey, salvage tool, cutting tool rental, grapple tool rental, hab rental, utilities, helmet rental, scanner rental, suit rental, thruster rental. All of it costs, and a total of 500,000 a day, a shift. So basically, once they put a time limit on your shift, then you've got that amount of time to make at least that much. Otherwise, your debt's going to keep climbing, and they get stickers. All right. And we'll close that.
Hey, Cutter. I'm looking at the stats coming from your bay, and it's looking like you're really gonna make your way around here. It's time to learn about how to upgrade your equipment.
Okay.
And some of the more advanced tools you already have at your disposal. Now head on over to your workbench's equipment room, and we'll see about upgrading your
Okay. So let's, first of all, with stickers, let's see, where are, we've encountered a couple of stickers. Where are they? Is this one of them? Can we place that? Nope, not yet. Okay, that's not what that is. Right there, we can place it, pick a spot, there we go. Are there others? I thought it said we had 2, but I guess it's just the one. Okay. And equipment.
I'm gonna read this straight from the manual. Links rewards hard work. And
Right here.
work by giving Shipbreaker access to tool improvements and new equipment. Reaching salvage goals is essential for becoming a master shipbreaker. Basically, they want to make sure you prove yourself first before giving you the big guns. Completing salvage goals will net you shiny link tokens. Use those tokens here to get yourself some new gear. Sometimes there are some extra goodies and rewards too. So let's get going and learn about one of the most important tools in a shipbreaker's toolbox. Hazards. Go ahead first. Have a quick read. And
Okay.
come back.
We'll better to not read, but we'll show. Okay, so let's tab out of here. All right, and let's start the shift. Okay, we're gonna go to training. Yes.
Let me tell you how to use these things. Tethers are more powerful than the beam of your grapple, so they're great for moving super heavy salvage. Try it out. Press and hold the secondary input for the grapple to begin placement. Point where you want the salvage to move to, and then release it to create the tether.
Okay, so something like this. This goes into the barge, so we attach that. Oh wait, I'm sorry, second. So they're right. Oh, dadgummit. And let's go right to there. And then we can actually increase it by doing that. We can increase the pulling power.
Now, what if you want to get rid of the tethers you place? There's a cancel command you can send, but take note that it clears all the tethers you place. Go ahead and try it now.
Okay, hit Y.
Yeah, there you go. Now you've got unlimited tethers during this training exercise. But after this, when you need more, you'll have to buy them from the kiosk. Let's see how well you can...
Okay, so what you can do with these...
Clear out a bunch of that scrap. You can stack multiple tethers
Yep.
on one object.
You can pull them together.
You can also chain objects of any size together
So we can put these things and pull everything into the barge. Okay, see how they work? Pretty cool. But they will wear off after a while. They do disappear. So let's help these guys out.
All right. Well done, Cutter. Looks like you know how to handle these things.
Dadgummit.
Let's go back to the hab and continue with the day.
Alright. So there we go. That's how I use tethers. There it is, see?
Rex would like to share the following inspirational message.
They charged us the fees for that shift, but we didn't actually get anything.
Flames of profitability.
Doesn't that piss you off? Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to call it here, because if we start another shift or start another ship, it's going to take us quite a while. We'll get into using tethers next time, and hopefully we'll be able to get as much of the ship as possible, but they might slap a timer on us. We'll see. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this. If you like it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Helps me out. Lets me know that this is stuff you like to see. And next time, we'll play around with the tethers, and we'll see what other restrictions are going to slap on us. So anyway, y'all have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.